Hello. In this video, I'll quickly guide you through the process of connecting your Hostfully system to LODGEA in order to synchronize all your properties or specific properties that you would want to synchronize. The prerequisites, of course, are that you have signed up to LODGEA and you're logged into your LODGEA account here. And of course that you are signed into your Hostfully account as well. Within your LODGEA account, you navigate to Channel Connectivity and then go to Hostfully and select Connect Channel. You will then be prompted to provide your Hostfully agency UID, which you can find by going through your Hostfully system. Click on the name of your agency and then in Agency Settings. On the very bottom of that page, you can see the agency UID. So you copy that agency UID and paste it in here. Secondly, you will need to enter the company email address, which you can find in company's email, and post that into email address of your Hostfully agency. Now there is an option to overwrite content, which means that with each synchronization, all the property contents that you have managed inside Hostfully will override any content you might have changed inside LODGEA. If you wish to change contents in LODGEA and create unique content and different contents for your properties in LODGEA, you can uncheck this one. Unchecking the content override will result in the synchronization only synchronizing policies, fees, taxes, rates, availability, and bookings. If you, by default, all properties of your agency will be synchronized. If you wish to only synchronize specific properties and not your entire inventory, you can add specific properties that you wish to synchronize. And if you go to Properties and then open the property you wish to synchronize, you have the unique ID of the property in here. And that unique ID or UID you can insert in here. And then this synchronization would only synchronize the specific property with this UID. Now I'm going to remove this one because I want to synchronize all properties. If you were to change it afterwards, you always can. So if you just want to start with one property and then gradually add them, you can do this. However, I'd recommend just synchronizing everything and connecting your entire inventory, but that's up to you. And then click on Connect Channel. And then your Hostfully connection is active. And it says awaiting synchronization. Now this process, depending on how many properties you have in your Hostfully environment, may take from 15 to 90 minutes for all your Hostfully properties to appear in your inventory. You can see there are no properties here yet because it's still processing the synchronization. And as soon as that is processed, I will show you in a different example where I already have the synchronization finalized. You will have the Hostfully synchronization here, and it will show just as I previously showed you. And then, of course, you will have your Hostfully property inside your inventory management. There you go. So this is a synchronized Hostfully property with all the availability from your Hostfully system fully synchronized in the currency defined, as well as of course the images, description and any other content you have created inside Hostfully. Now the way this looks, if you have set up a site already, is that you will have your Hostfully property, of course, inside your search result. There you go. This is the Victorian house in San Francisco. And there are all the imported contents in your booking engine, as well as, of course, the availability calendar. And the booking process. So, if you receive bookings through LODGEA in Hostfully, they will of course be created as a new lead and appear in your Hostfully pipeline. One important thing to note, depending on whether you have payment processing enabled or not, you will automatically have the booking marked as paid. If you do not have payment processing enabled, then the lead will not be marked as paid. Any cancellation you do to this booking will also be observed by LODGEA, and it may take only a couple of moments for the system to synchronize, and then your Hostfully cancellations will also be synchronized inside LODGEA. And then you're good to go. Any changes you make to calendars or properties are also immediately synchronized, and immediately meaning at maximum 2 to 3 minutes. Generally, those synchronizations are instantaneously. Just for the initial connection, when you do an initial import of your properties, it may take a while because it is importing all the contents and not just the changes. And therefore the initial import may take up to 90 minutes depending on how many properties you have, but any subsequent updates of your inventory, availability, contents, etc. will take no more than 3 to 5 minutes. And then once you have done that, your synchronization is ready and you can start using the system. I generally recommend having a look into the documentation on how to set up payment, for example, how to use the marketing automation and all these other things. But in terms of connecting your Hostfully environment, that is it already. I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions or any further things you would like to have covered about the Hostfully connectivity, just quickly drop our support team an email and we're happy to assist you with it. Thank you very much.